put me online now. I need education, I need information and news. TDN will let you know. We bring you entertainment, we bring you the people's view. We don't just do the talk, we verifying before reporting. We don't just do the talking, we verifying before reporting. In independence and credibility, that's why we are here to bring you unbiased news. We believe in independence and credibility, because we are here to bring you unbiased news. TDN Africa Media. TDN Africa.
TDN Africa.
TDN Africa Media. TDN Africa Media. Mama say put me online now. I need education, I need information and news. TDN will let you know. We bring you entertainment, we bring you the people's view. We don't just do the talk, we verifying before reporting. We don't just do the talking, we verifying before reporting. In independence and credibility, that's why we are here to bring you unbiased news. We believe in independence and credibility, because we are here to bring you unbiased news. TDN Africa Media. TDN Africa.
Can you start, eh? Are you for start or I miss? Yeah.
Good morning, viewers. Today, Friday, the 12th May 2023, and una welcome to the program Salone Talk, where they come to una live from TDN Africa Media. And we where they bring the program come to una. Me name na Aminata Kuruma.
And Mina Amadou Espa. They say una good morning inside the program Salone Talk. We can talk about things that where they happen now. We can see Mama Salone. We can make your analysis and as well give una your own views as the public. Remember, say you can be part of the program by way you can send your text message to the number where they show on the screen, or you drop your comments in the comment section. This is the program Salone Talk, and this is TDN Africa Media. We dey also for bring you independent, credible, and unbiased news. And inside the program today,
Fambule Muna, remember say yesterday we tell una say we go talk to Mr. Lamrana Ba, we na the Director of Communication na the National Disaster Management Agency, for can update Fambule them but the disaster management plan where the agency don't put in place since we don't begin experience the rain and flooding. So we will get for bring Mr. Elba today for can talk to Fambule them, and we will get to talk to the Assistant Director of Media and Communications na the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone, where in name na Mr. Christopher A.A. Jones. He will come update Fambule them on the allocation of seats na the districts them ahead of the June 2023 polls, and we go get for talk to the presidential candidates them where they don't elect for this, where they don't nominate for this coming election. And finally, we go give Fambule them election update. So we continue for stay with we inside the program as we can't talk about anything they are so, and we go for a break. Where we come back, we can discuss them.
TDN Africa.
TDN Africa Media. TDN Africa. Mama say put me online now. I need education, I need information and news. TDN will let you know.
all right, Fambule them, welcome back. If you just join with the program where you watch Salone Talk, where they come to you on TDN Africa media. Remember, say yourself can be part of the program by where you go send your text message to the number where they show on the screen, or you drop your comments in the comment section. You can as well call and tell me what's in the happen in your community or anything where you want to let the public and the authorities know about. TDN Africa Media, they are so for bring you independent, credible, and unbiased news. And inside Salone Talk, I will see them, na so we dey talk am. We still continue with the disaster management agency of Sierra Leone, them plan inside this year. So the reason why we want to focus on that now because we believe say the season don't come, and we think say lots of things then don't already begin to unfold itself.
Yes, so
yesterday if you go to places like Bay, already you go see say the people then don't begin to feel the old rain season disaster.
Yeah.
You know, places like Kuntolo, they all don't begin to face the disaster. And we don't already they lose citizens to these disasters.
Yeah.
So you see a lot of things and they really where we need for focus on now as citizens, especially where we they come in a period where the season they can't sit down now, they go back into elections. So let people not forget about the safety.
Yeah.
Really. So we want for focus on that day for Ringana people there so that people then go aware say the season don't come where we all prone to disaster, especially disaster where go be caused by rain.
Yeah.
Because what's happen with the citizens them, we don't they miss what we supposed for they do for have at them the possibilities of them disasters then they all the time them will continuously do the thing the way we're not supposed for they do.
At all. Yes, Amadou. I want to agree with you on that side because if you can look like the whole way for them now, the Bome party and yesterday the boss for the police been they done that side they try for talk to people them concerning that the incident will happen, that unfortunate incident, because people will not be they expect that for happen, and so that's really bad for like where we lose with citizens them on their small thing there. So where it be say now me and you they cause this disaster for happen, because if you the trade or see that gutter where the rain they come, the water the most fair road, so it go na street or it go inside people then host them for go fair road, and that's really bad. So we can talk to people do ya let them left for go the trade or see na the gutter them or go they put the in a streets. It really bad. Now development we they cry for development, but me and you know they make development today in the country because we they do all them devious acts then it's really bad. And look at what happen na the client town axis where the wall for them per people them and we get people that we die. It's really unfortunate for less such they happen, and we hope so we can talk to the National Disaster Management the director, you can update family them but waiting happen and how much people and don't die and the injures them, and also waiting at the disaster management plan where they don't put in place in order for like any disaster we get for happen.
Because like they say no more. I mean that's for buttress with you they say the disaster management committee get for really come out with a very solid plan. I mean a plan we not go just day forfeits for the allocation of money to the agency for themselves use them for the wrong purposes. But the agency get for make sure say these funds we then go disburse to them go be really for the management of disasters. You know, Salone, one of the things that again we don't notice, authorities not the try for be proactive. You know, then they now something we don't they undermine with developments then as hard. Because if we really want to go before as a country, we really need to be very proactive. You know, we need to be very proactive, and we need for try for see how we go able for change we attitude towards towards development
Yeah,
programs.
indeed.
You know, we really need for them authorities for be swift, then for be proactive, very, very proactive, so to speak, because any nation where they in a set of procrastination, always with the delay is dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, with me, I can expect say this country, if I don't know, say when the rains they begin they fall, in May, when are the months old in so now. So like in that March, if I don't prepare ourselves, you understand, not so when the thing don't happen. Then also government self can direct food 2 months for pull people then come out in a disaster prone areas.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't know why they can become so stiff in taking those actions, rather than prefer for lose their citizen them into something like that, you know. But
Yeah.
Aminata, we get Mr. Ba online now. We're ready for talk to win at the program. Hello, Mr. Lamrana Ba. For the benefit of we viewers, them you can tell family them your name and your role at the disaster management agency, sir.
Many thanks. Good morning to you. Good morning to your listeners. I'm Mohamed Lamaraba, and I'm the Director of Communications at the National Disaster Management Agency.
All right, Mr. Ba, we call in connection to a press release who have been put out concerning the disaster incident that will occur since Saturday up to Wednesday the 10th. For the benefit of your own viewers, then you go able for explain waiting day nada particular press release day.
Yeah, many thanks. And as you rightly mentioned, we issued out a press release yesterday. We've been speaking to several issues for those reported incidents that we record our system for disasters that we have across the country. Some others in the way we feel we do assessments, and of course we receive several other calls from different parts of the country. We some are really minor incidents that we suffer from windstorm where the roof can go, and also some minor floods where it takes place in some parts of the country. But assessment they're going. But to be specific, on Saturday we all can recall, of course we see photos or on social media we been actually give an indication that it's key for them, na Falaba and Jiang Chief na Jiang Falaba district. With that they have been all cutting the middle and under that you get other people that can build buffer the day and makeshift structures with the building businesses. And we get plenty of people from the mining companies also to go relax in the evening. So that Saturday, unfortunately, the tree collapsed, for them, and the people, unfortunately, people that we don't really spend time. So we don't confirm, 6 people and died from that incident, and 13 others suffer, varying degrees of injuries. We actually facilitate for them get medical, treatment in Falaba. Then inside the same Falaba district, 2 other villages we have Piawa and Yiria villages also suffer heavy windstorm. We close to 45 houses, the roof all go, breeze cable, the roof them all, and also some public schools and 13 public facilities, we include schools, mosques, church, and barrier and stuff like that. We up to 13 also. So temporarily, we don't send tarpaulins and they provide them with that for them, low cushion the effect at the moment until such a time we will complete the assessment for determining the type of response we will do to them. Now, on Wednesday, we all can recall we experienced heavy rain week and Afriton, and that they also been therefore lead to fatalities. Now Bankole community in Amowaf, we also visit, the scene was a perimeter fence, give up, the collapse, and under that perimeter fence, you get 5 apartments, them we now houses and small houses that we don't be under that fence, we have 5 apartments and the perimeter fence for them, and also killed 6 people from that incident, and left 2 critically injured. The one that we get injured, we also facilitate, medical support for them in line with 2 partners, and then they respond to treatments at the moment. And also on the 9th, we now being Tuesday, we also receive a call from, some residents them now all road at the peninsula by Mauritius. We a 6-story building give up, and for them they don't have construction. Nobody know they're not complete. They don't have construction just for them. We've been going at the scene. We cut on the area, and we advise you on the way be near the for stay off because that have been done. The situation has been favorable really, so we ask them for go off. And the following morning, on the Wednesday 10th, we work with the ASLAF, we call an emergency meeting, and the ASLAF commit themselves for actually do search and rescue because they get the equipment and they get the capacity also and the expertise. So Wednesday the 10th also, we've been good late in the evening because they spend a lot of time to actually clear the rubble. And then in the evening hours of Wednesday the 10th, we will for recover 3 dead bodies and also from that particular incident. We also don't talk to the Ministry of Works and the Ministry of Assets and Works for the Ministry of Works and Public Assets, I think so. For they able to come in and investigate, the cause of that particular collapse. Because this now a new building already under construction. Why it just give up? We did not complete it. That's something we will appreciate to be subjected to an investigation.
Okay.
The ministry don't assure me that they will conduct an investigation.
All right.
They will come out with the actual cause of that and later and see which kind of recommendations they will make and for prevent future reoccurrence of that particular incident. Okay. Generally, like I started earlier, we receive various calls from across the country, but we get regional presence now. We staff them from the regions where we don't deploy and then for visitors and conduct assessments while we plan to see how we will respond to almost all of them incidents that we will report on that day. Before I go, there is also another video where they make the rounds where they say one dead body go na SLRA say because according to reports, water wash them, wash them can down and come left on SLRSA compound at the zero. And the body will be done facilitate with SLRSA in a mortuary now, while we still continue to investigate or maybe encourage members of the public for watch them and for identify them so we will go get them a victim barrier. But we know if we know it to come out and would not in because the body is still in a mortuary. So in the last 5 days, these are some of the recorded incidents. And also, let people not forget for realize the agency be done, kickstart in 2023 flood mitigation interventions.
All right. For make we go get clarity on some of the things that we just don't see, because as a disaster management agency, people then they expect for serve as an eye for identify disaster possible disasters and as well come out with possible solutions as to how we go able for mitigate or for able for avert them possibilities then they as an agency how we don't try for able for work with people them in this disaster prone areas and what's in the strategy we don't they use for them go really like for understand.
Yeah, many thanks for this question. That is smart of you. Well, we work actually predicated heavily on disaster mitigation. And then at the center of everything we do. Why we always respond? Because it is part of the disaster management cycle because we in an emergency and humanitarian institution. So when disasters occur, we get a mandate and a responsibility for provide some small relief items for cushioning the effect. But mainly we work now for measures, we develop strategies, we build the capacities of communities for let them be resilient, towards climate change and disaster generally and the localities. So what we don't do, we don't identify 72 disaster-prone communities in Africa, and gradually we don't establish community volunteers. Now most of them, I think more than 35 of them, because of the availability of funds, we don't identify, we don't establish disaster community volunteers, and 35 of them. Now, we're the critical one that we focus on first, we can record almost every year, serious floods and we really they're prone to disasters. And then people, normally, we always conduct training for them, we always capacitate them to make it feel say, that yes, indeed, we still record, floods and disasters, but the effect, greatly minimized because of them small interventions they know them to do. Somebody go on to say, well, why want they relocate people and they top bottom approach, because these are Sierra even though they live in a poor community, but you cannot just move them and you don't provide an alternative. So normally how relocation can take place, institutions can make proper relocation plan for people before they can ask them out. And then they, of course, say capital intensive and top bottom approach. So what you want to do now for provide adaptation measures for the people and they within the communities and they for minimize the possibilities of disasters. Now, we get tools who can supply to them community and they can get them cash and food for them clear and go to the
like which communities we don't benefit from them?
Moab, for example, Moab. We don't visit it a dozen times. We don't get a lot of support for letting clear the main drainage from the top to the bottom inside the community. And every year, in fact, recently we work with NACOM, the Youth Commission. We go there and give them some cash and make sure we clear that drainage. We give them tools and food. We don't do an Akubi, we don't do an Empire. Recently, CRS support we follow. We do major clearing of drainages in Kokubi and Coleton and some other major drainages across Freetown. And then they continue. We started since last year, October, and then they continue. And also, the community volunteers and the stakeholders and the community, they play a pivotal role for me because now they're always steady as we ambassadors for draw the attention to activities and work inimical, for example. Like the one that we can construct on waterways, the one that we can construct them demarcated zones, the one that we can just go build house speculated. They call me, we don't go to stop. Just recently, about 2 weeks ago, we didn't have a community in Beku Street. We don't put a stop on one construction, we go always somebody go build on a waterway. It will be in our water. We don't put a stop to it, and we don't work with the Minister of Works and our staff. We go do demolition. Throughout week before last, we did regions community because now flood area and we don't identify areas for possible demolition, and we put a stop to people that will construct houses at the areas and But most times in Sahara, people always can celebrate bad news instead of good news. So once we prevent the disasters from happening, and they did not happen, people don't get to know about them. So mostly, what people propagate on social media or out there is the disasters that happen. You understand? So that is the situation.
Quick one before you left we. Inside Freetown, the capital city, especially in the western area, along the railway line, that bridge working flood as well. And I understand, the bridge where they talk about. And towards Tembeton, now the same thing can happen. The disaster management don't able to identify the area and they at all not as also disaster prone areas?
Well, the disaster management agency, a new agency, just little over 2 years. And, since in the last 2 years, what we were able to do, and we continue to update them, and that we're able to develop a hazard calendar. The hazard calendar, they speak to the issues inside the year, especially relating to disaster experience. We don't know now, see from January to March, for example, we get specific categories of disasters when a fire can happen. We don't know see now from July, August, September to October, till to then November, we don't know see the experience heavy rain, and from November to December, we experience heavy rainstorm. So before the period come in, the emerge, we don't do anticipatory actions, you understand, for forestall. We go do community sensitization, we tell them when I prepare for it, for prepare the minds of people for the disasters that happen. So also the areas where the flood in Freetown, we predict that only populate every now and then we get reports from communities and we want to thank the people, the public, because mostly the communities in Kinkana Walkies or the call 21199 after cell 32 line for make the report there, they will go to visit the scene and see the level, the type of intervention. And mostly also, I want to draw your attention, some of the responsibilities and information we coordinate because certain report that we can come inside can be out of a mandate. So we can coordinate with the relevant institution for intervene and draw their attention to them. Okay. So for the specific side also you mentioned, probably it could be an engineering problem, it could be probably sometimes the people that they reside in the community there, that they go through the waste and then go to there a block and they cause flooding. So then they also run the part of we campaign for behavioral change. Okay. But people left for trade dotina gutter, but people left for bill supposed to be, and later left to connect illegally, connect them house rooms to 1 meter, and stop at use of standard electrical materials or count electricians, even unqualified electricians, and we can look to fire. So we continue with the installation, but one the public also for support really for collectively we reduce the occurrence of disasters in Sierra Leone.
Okay, before you left, this will be the last question. Moving forward, what's in the plan of the National Disaster Management Agency?
We plan for continuing for make sure we implement with strategies and for reduce disasters in Sierra Leone generally and build the capacity of communities in Sierra Leone. We depot at the moment as I talk to you so now we don't can conduct a simulation exercise now and we don't trust the level of preparedness now in the event we get an emergency in Sierra Leone, for example. So we are not only focusing on example, we could also focus for building capacities of at the local level. So we get fire force now, Red Cross now, the police, the military. We mimic the Wellington fire tanker explosion. If we get similar situation, watching how prepared are we as a nation for response. Last year September we begin at Bumbuna. Bumbuna is a critical national infrastructure for Sierra Leone. So in case there's a dam failure or dam collapse, how prepared is the community people for actually respond to that particular issue, especially within the downstream. So we focus now for continue, and we don't do a lot in risk mitigation and for avert disasters and for look at the Mile 13 instance. Mile 13 Naguma. Now we go there and identify, say a lot of encroachment don't go on, and it poses serious threats to the dam. President Goody then they precipitated the visitation of the president at the place, and there's a committee now being established for investigate the people who construct houses in that place. And now there is now a new buffer zone identified and a red zone identified for the protection of that dam. We also do the same for the field depot and Kishi, those are field they can. People and squatters and build houses on top of the pipes then we intertwine between the various oil companies where they operate on that side. Total, Lyunko, all the Africans, they all don't list. Then get more than 30-something tanks down that we carry fuel. Each one tank they carry 18 million liters at a time. Now 10,000 liter tank can be exposed now Wellington, so we get 150 people that will die.
Okay.
So we go there, we engage the community, and we amicably resolve for let them do peaceful relocation. And the people that see the dangers, for them they relocate. So whatever possible disaster if we don't come up with it has been prevented. So we get plenty. It's our focus, and we continue for the DUAM year in, year out, develop different strategies, follow, we continue for minimize and raise awareness. So the people know things they want them for do, things they want them for do, who said them for do, who said them not for do. Follow, we collectively reduce the occurrence of disasters.
Okay. Plenty, thank you for talking to me inside the program.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, fumble them. That's now Mr. Lamranaba, the Director for Communications, now the Disaster Management Agency, Sierra Leone. We just been the updates people them concerning the disaster that we happen over the weekend. So we can go straight to we next topic. We got to do with the ECSL, then updates with then the ECSL they can updates fumble them concerning the nomination updates. Concerning the nomination updates actually. So we try forget Mr. Christopher Jones. We in the acting I beg your pardon, Assistant Director of Communications for can explain to people them waiting now which the stage where the ECSL did so far. But I mean as I will be listening to Mr. Barr and we are waiting to talk about the disaster management then plan. Yeah. Just before we be there for connect Mr. Barr. So when they talk about the attitude of we the citizens themselves during the time they are. You understand? And then as government, if you can see that I make ask any question. Because it's not always about response. Because what you say this disaster management they really come on with now for just respond. And it's not about responding to the situations. What do you really do? Because the role now for able to identify, say, within this time and this time, we expecting such kind of thing for happen, for able to put certain things in place. Yeah. Although it say they're not getting the out to communities, but law left that give that.
Yeah, so Amadou, we left that give that.
Exactly.
Yeah. but we really need for change we attitude to development, just as you can say. We the citizens there, we really need for change we attitude to development, because now that we want to be country, we don't admire different other countries them, and that way then they're very let me say warm, welcoming.
Sorry.
Yeah, they're very welcoming, Amadou. If we they admire them, yeah, so why we not go make we own country? Why we not go make Salone be like that country? Exactly. Even if they not be like that country, let it just get they half or they up there. At least when they come, then they see we country clean. Yeah. So that any number we get for tell people them.
No, yeah. You know, even where they go church, where they go mosque, or where religious, we believe say cleanliness now next to godliness.
Indeed.
So for we own protection, especially when it come for several lives them, because in all of these things what we they do, one great Salone person who we lost any disaster, trust me, the country don't lose something very precious.
Yeah.
You understand? We can we get diamond, we get this, we get that, but the real resources of this country, now we the people, now we are the gems. We are the gems. And now we get for make sure say we develop we country, and we for do them strongly, and we for do them in a way that we go able for push Mama Salone go before. Lord, keep ourselves tidy.
Yeah.
Especially during the rains. Yes, we know people not get money, but not keep dirty now. You also say you say the wait after rain.
Yeah.
You go to where and a gutter. Because when the country flood, we know what's in flooding been due to people in this country. Sometimes in 2015. You know, we all remember what's been happen.
Yeah.
So we don't want stand there for repeat again. Now we begin to prepare ourselves. This is the time we for prepare ourselves as citizens. We change we attitude to us, how we they go into the way not see them at it, or everywhere where you go. With the litter, the one old country with dirty, which is not good for we. Then again, another problem again, Aminata, these what's it called companies, let's say the rubber drink companies.
Yeah.
We know they call nobody in company name now, but governments really need to pay attention to those where they do plastic production.
Indeed.
Or plastic package production. They forget a plan of recycle.
Yeah.
They forget recyclement plan. Because when you watch, so mega cola rubber around the streets of Freetown. So plastic water. Water plastic all over the city of Freetown. And Aminata, we look at it and say no more. You not get any negative impact on the country, but go look like na the Samba gutter, where we go say na the open gutter than the way they lead to the sea. So plastic.
So plastic.
So plastic rubber, plastic this. So even standard BO, as because they're responsible for packaging and all that. None of us just approve somebody in packaging. Yeah. So we will think, say, you forget a recycle plan as well. Plastic waste is something where they destroy country.
Yeah.
Because it cause lots of negative things. We see overseas, they have them get that challenge there, but then they see how they get ways where they're able for curtail them a little bit. But yeah, so person they can no more now we get different type of drink company.
Different.
Now the only package now they now we don't do in the country. Plastic packaging.
Seriously.
Plastic packaging with no recycling plan.
No recycling.
Everywhere you go, you just see the rubber there. The rubber then they all over the place.
Yeah.
One time somebody they say to me, if the plastic company then put say, okay, like for instance, I buy so brand drink, then puts the law say, if you able to collect 50 Ds of this week, the empties, if you're able to collect 50 of them, they can collect them back for you. Or they can collect them, or they give you that 6 drink. Yeah. So you go see people that don't go to throw away plastic in the streets anyhow.
That's all, not go to the rubber safe now.
You understand? It go sound very funny, it go sound a little bit say, but I think it go make sense.
Yeah.
But all that then I just say we forget the recycling plan as a country. The way the plastic business done they now is fearful. The water
Now so the plastic then they go get under the DNA where they pass. If you pass around any side where you see bridge where as you put your down now so plastic to the sea. So plastic. And at then they cause the flood in the country. So as a country we have to try for see our best we stay away from disposing plastic products all over the place. All over the place, you go see some man dress fine, cute, where he drink plastic water, foop na street.
Seriously.
Foop na gutter.
It's bad.
Where them put plastic trash, what's in and call them a street, so people that they pull them, don't see them come on at their house.
Can't put an trash can. Can you imagine?
All these things, not good as a country. We really have to change with attitude. And people like where they go live in disaster-prone areas. You see, it's fine for them at the city. Then you not to lie. But pray like you then at the city, you know then aside where you get for hope say, where in season come now, this get for happen to me. You get for try for fend yourself na area where you know say you know get for depend disaster business. Law will not try they go and risk life because anything can happen. Look, that's outside that fence for them. Now one whole family go so.
One whole family. Imagine.
One whole family. So you see, now it make we as a people, we get for try again for say. So side and I mean that's where they show you say can't live here. Shake your head, say no.
Yeah.
Shake your head, say no, I know they can't live here. We understand the poverty in the country, you know they permit people them for able to afford certain things where they imagine. But again, you not go commit your life to risk all through. You not go commit your life to risk all through. So they allow be careful. As citizens, let we be very, very careful the way we they do things these particular times. So Fumble them will still continue for try forget Mr. Christopher Jones online. The program still they continue and we they go straight to the next topic we're going to do with the nomination where the ECSL don't finally complete with the different presidential candidate them and their own mates them.
Yeah.
Today we just want for talk about the different candidates them, especially the one that we know about, and the one them where Fambul and no about, and the one that we would think say Fambul and no about. We want for Rob Mott Pandande a little bit. You know, of course, the two main party there, we know them candidate them because them we don't run.
Yeah.
Them we don't run once. So profile-wise, the people that know them profile, the people that know what's in them in non-servers and what's in they don't do. But most of the other one they know people and they see, we just see them. True or false, Aminata?
Yeah.
We just see them. So Sierra Leoneans, they ask these questions. Where were all these individuals?
Yeah.
Who side them come out? What thing them been done they do? What thing them been done they do? Which contributions they don't make in terms of advocating for the people of this country? Especially when the people of this country, they cry for the human rights. They cry for justice. They cry for the issue of bread and butter. Where were all of them? Aminata.
Yes, so Amadou, this question, yeah, so we really need for ask them presidential candidates there. So I'm not talking of the two main political parties and where we sabi, because they one and they we know.
We know them. We know them.
Yeah. We know them. Who side them political party presidential candidates them be they where the people just like how Amadou be they say where the people them be they cry for help, for bread and butter. Who side them be they do ya we want for good see una. The people that want for good someone say now only way they go nominate them they know.
Many people they know say they na party.
Only way they go nominate them and then they know say get political parties. This not from this P party, this not from this A party, this not from this C party. Now that no more. So even the people maybe for call people citizens them for let them go for go talk with them. We not see that what is say for let people and go say this political party na candidates this na presidential candidates and he only meets this. No. Where are they? People and they ask, who side una day? Who side una day? The people and they ask. Do ya who want for good sooner? The people who want for good sooner. The people who want to ask una question. Una come out na do. Una come on, una left for go dey hide.
No, I mean, then we other small P party them. They really need for commerce now for can't talk to the people of this country.
Indeed.
You understand? Because I mean, political parties, people and they expect them say, especially opposition political parties, therefore be more active.
Yeah.
You understand, eh? Therefore be more active, like speak up to issues. Because we know lots of things that will happen over the past 5 years.
Yeah.
And we not only see all of these candidates coming out against the issues we're surrounding justice, the rule of law,
Yeah.
human rights, you know, because we don't get several of those cases. Nobody not go deny say human rights violation not only happen over the years.
Nobody.
You know, human rights violations don't happen. Injustices don't happen. We don't see them case then day. So many times. You get cases that where in a courts, where they not judge yet. Some
Yeah.
Monday where they don't send, where not deserve a particular sentence where they don't give them. There are several cases where people them be the hope say, you have other opposition parties. But it look like say, as election done, all the other parties then they don't die.
Believe. Seriously.
We can understand, yes, the two political parties, one are the big one, now they get the system. But una not go tell we say, the system so polarized that una not able to talk as political parties. Or una all begin to feel say una can only appear after we can not pick una for lead a particular political party.
Parties.
Because we not been to see una they talk for we the people there.
Yeah.
Una know the current issue of bread and butter. But how many of una will ever speak up against Dandy?
Nobody.
Nobody. But yet una go one can convince the people there for votes for una. Look, for be presidents na Salone, right now the people them, their mind is open. Not so for no more during election and can see you. We dey, even in as much as we can talk say never give una the platform. But una say for one for see una, or una for they speak up against issues. Let them not go call you no more na corner. They say you can go lead that party for now.
Yeah.
In the pretense of trying to present democracy to the international community for let look like
and
that way they.
at the end of the day, they say that they go begin waiting coalesce.
Now they can
end up.
You go begin and they say, oh, P party don't go join
Yes.
that other P party, that P party. If not, that's not the strategy. Let me tell you, these smaller political parties, una go always fail. Because if una not stand for something, then una they fall for anything. We hope that this not the platform una carry this time around.
Yeah.
And we hope that so una don't cancel, una come for stay. Because we not go on for see a situation which political party, you not get any what's in call for render in this electionary process. Them party then they not get websites. They not get websites where you go say if you go read about them candidates there. They not get to
At all.
they not get nothing where they show them candidates they out safe.
Yeah.
Poster self you know they see
You
for
know
them.
they see. At all. They're not even the internet, even social media, the Facebook to be specific.
I wanna want let the people that believe say.
Safe.
I wanna want let the people that really believe in una.
I wanna go.
I wanna want. Una not on the talk. We always see una way politics them rich. We always see una way politics them rich. Now we see una. Apart from the two big P party, then there are other small, other big. The able, third force, you know they again.
You know they again.
Third force, you know they again because third force, you know they contest again.
Not the contest at all.
Third force, you know they contest again. The two third force, they all will get to know the contest.
Not the contest. Yeah.
So you see, and you find all of these things very unfair to the people of this country. Then other small P party them. Una can make because to the common man then can say that small party it's not like they give them money. So now election time no more than can come. Una got for change that mindset day of the Sierra Leoneans by speaking up to issues even before elections.
Yeah.
Una for they make una party they active even before elections. Because the people they respect una they expect una say una for serve as opposition. Opposition. Even if una alternative in our opposition, a better but law be opposition. Law be opposition. Law not be mumu opposition. Because imagine 13 party, Then something at 3 party no more, you don't speak against the ills of government over the years. So how una no go? How the bigger party they no go get edge over una?
Yeah.
Because now they no more don't they speak up to issues.
No more.
The people of this country want people that will go stand for the human rights, stand for justice, stand for the freedom of speech. When we not go afraid to talk say, hey, then go call we the other day, they go to the pass now. All the one that will go able to give you the representation and they own the party themselves for get option. Because if they call una get a whole union. If I get union, they call an APWA.
Yeah.
The party they all day together. Why we not in the EU now for the speak up against issues concerning national development? What una one can campaign with? We are not saying una not get something for offer, but what una one let we the people think say in terms of voting for una. Because voting for una na one. But una been done there for we.
Yeah.
We been done there una. When we they cry. Every day people they cry about the injustice that the country. About the ills of government. About the increase of price. The cost of living. Una day. Una not be the talk.
At all.
But we don't see una don't can now.
Then una want for lady people.
Then una wants the people them for go support una. Una get for understand say the first thing una get for understand that this country, una for be loyal to this country.
Yeah.
Una for be loyal to this country. Then una for be loyal to una party there or a particular politician. Because now that I don't see in a salon. Because like what my colleague say end up for say, what's in people and they expect. This now what's in the people and they expect to tell una so, then what we self think as individuals in terms of your opinion.
Yeah.
Now we they tell una so. The people just believe say last some of una get for end up for Qualis. Una go some side where the people are not be even expecting that they will.
Seriously.
So for long una able to change the mindset of people them. Una get for start by speaking up to issues. Especially where una know say election time done. We all for come together now and make salon. In as much as we come together for make salon, one way we will able to make salon, now for criticize us who think say criticism necessary. If even though they do an alternative, but we must criticize as a country. Because we all know say not to everything fine in this country.
Yeah.
Not to all man gladdy.
At all.
Not to all man okay. The poverty, we don't come. There was a strategy paper for poverty, but still, then the country as one of the most poorest countries in the world.
Yeah.
If you check something, we go there inside the first 10. We go almost there.
Indeed.
We go there because what's happened? As a society, 30 days, people just believe, say, last sell me bat rights for Coco Yebe.
Indeed.
And now the politician there, what we expect for represent the views of the common man. Now, una more they do. Because by the tell the people and go feel say this person are not the right person. Una don't go there. Make them long speech for try for convince the people of this country. We are not saying una not get rights for contest. Not so that's with a question, but we just they ask, where were you guys when the people of this country they cry? When the people of this country they say, hey, then they can divide we as a country. Look how the division done they now. I mean that's
yeah, indeed. Yeah. Why you guys not become earlier on? Yes, what una they come for doing election. Not so una win, but where the one way don't win, don't do wrong. You as a political party or you as a presidential candidate of a political party, ask question, talk for the people them. The people that's their need.
The people they need.
The people are afraid. If the people are afraid, una give them courage.
Yeah.
Una for day for them, una give them courage. Where una they give them courage. That's now the people will talk say, this political party so now be challenge this party so the same way this thing be happen no. So we sabi am na in this na in the but all that's not like they in their small party. They self they afraid. I believe say they self they afraid they fear.
But mama wait too. We don't know say me I they tell anybody this. Fear now we greatest enemy.
Enemy, indeed.
Now we greatest enemy.
Yeah.
If we afraid say them for lock all man, then we all set remote. Because of we afraid say let them not lock nobody. You can't keep well now we are no.
Yeah.
Now make you a politician. We know una gets families, una know for jeopardize una self, but we think say as an opposition, as long as you know prejudice situation.
Yeah.
As long as you speak to the issues where they bother the common man, we don't see. Ordinary musician and they support them in this country just because then they speak to the issues.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say you and a politician now. So even if it then we don't see. Well, politician and for say we don't go get Mandela.
At all.
We don't go get Mandela then kind.
Seriously.
For say nobody know for be Mandela in kind for this country anymore because of their. But the trajectory where we they go on, we not say as a country we are not okay.
We are not okay.
We are not okay. So we politicians get for understand this. The people are not okay. Let nobody not pretend to you say Salone people they're okay. The only thing that makes some man okay now because the politicians don't preach divide to them.
Yeah.
Along tribal line, along regional line, which we for turn we back from as a country. Because if we want to develop, if I don't think any no more will pay attention, so we debien. We debien first. We are not saying you should not contest, una contest. But they are with a beg this time around. With a beg una this time around. After election, una make una self visible. Because if Usai the man don't say, now we 14, now we letting up. 13 man then they oppose me strongly for how to develop this country. The man no go all take and say the 13 man then they oppose me no more. So tell them they, if una all the mumu, the man don't say, oh, I don't get advantage. I don't get advantage. Una they make the one game possible they oppose, they look very funny. Because what happen? Democracy then say now for the people, by the people. Yeah. And we the people them and we for enjoy the democracy. So why una the politician they now want for turn the game just in your favor left the people them? Because una can left with to the other politician there.
Yeah.
Then una sit down now. Una they make it look like una they come into politics for una own protection. Now many of you don't can now let them see una as flag bearer so they go recognize una.
Yeah.
Now that's when they make the people they feel. Because if we had been done, they speak up before they even reach Nayaso to this election. By now, nobody asks where we are they. Who say them? Oh, not so man. They will be they speak up to that issue. Maybe they speak up to that issue.
Yeah.
Somebody says that they how they and they go to talk. If they talk them, if we don't knock them down like Madam Femi Claudius School. Madam Femi Claudius School. We all know say waiting and do to them unjust. We all know say unjust. In fact, we don't talk in a Salone Talk say them before don't allow him for contest. Them before don't allow him for contest because she was very on top of the issue. Lord say been there on top of the issue, speaking against the ills of government. So we
enthusiasm.
Yes, the people then been not seeing enthusiasm for the development of Sierra Leone, which we think. In some way, somehow, the government's been not listening to them. They must go down correct certain things the way bring up. And you should have such kind of people in a society where one for develop.
Yeah. Now that's
in a society where one for develop. So it no matter like how they try for stifle that woman day, but we know say she did stand for the right thing.
Yeah.
She spoke for the people of this country. Because what happened? In Binonsi and say other politicians, they don't set them out. And most of the things that that woman they talk about prior to the occurrence, it be on the talk about dancing and day.
Yeah.
It be on the talk about dancing and day. So you see, now some of we they say now say now appear human right defender.
Yeah.
Law left and now say they don't pull on the political scene, but we they see him as a human right defender. At least it go down the history of this country. Say she has been one of the women where don't they speak up to issues. And now this we want for seeing with politicians. It not necessarily get for me say you for day in politics for speak out. Now them if say they don't mute the woman, but nobody no go able to mute Madam Femi Claudius School. Because we believe say she has the zest for represent the people of this country in terms of speaking on their behalf. And we as a society, we get for really try for embrace such kind of people then. Salone no get for say, anybody will talk now, boom, then for shut them down.
Yeah.
Anybody will talk now, then for shut them down. Then are the old days politics. This is the modern day. We see how the rest of the world they practice. Look the day when they crown the king of the United Kingdom. You get other citizens on the other side. We're not favor in coronation. And then in the protest. And also then give them opportunity. You understand? you see what's in happen in America. One person there for, other no there for, but then they allow the freedom of speech. Let people be able to speak up against issues. As long as you do them respectfully and within the confines of the law. And me not think say speaking against things the way they happen in a country in any form of incitement.
No.
Because when you talk to people on the other side and go say, oh no, that woman and they always see them they talk now for incite people, now for this. But people have to speak.
Yeah.
People have to speak. And what Madam Femi Claudius Cole was doing was the right thing. Today she is not going to be on the ballot box, but it then at the mind of certain Sierra Leoneans said, this woman, it be none the talk for we.
Yeah.
It be none the talk for defend this country. Defend woman them. Remember the time when they go beat woman them? You understand? And all them things then they. So we have to accept such kind of people in our society. Because if we say as a country, we don't want people them for talk again. Think of well, all man set him out. You know, family them, if you just join with the program where they watch na Salone Talk, where they come to you on TDN Africa Media. Remember, say you can be part of the program by way where you go send your text message to the number where they show on the screen, or you drop your comments in the comment section. Today we just want to rub more and then people today we will not sabi.
Indeed.
When we don't know them presidential candidates there. We be one,
We want for let them go, they let them talk for the people.
Yeah.
Let the people not fear. They don't live in fear, they don't die in fear. Then we una not come for can talk for them people and they. We want for let the political parties then the leaders then go they talk for the people. Let we see them, let we hear it, let we know say this na politicians then. Then put the interest of the country first.
In fact, the funny thing will happen again, these political parties, you go hardly see one pandemic come, it condemn the intimidation, of another political party. That is, more especially like when the police can get confrontation with certain political parties. You know what say a certain political party can you say, oh no, we are at this party, we condemn that act today. And the need for do them. Because what people like you forget, if it happens to one, it will happen to you back.
Yeah.
So if we get a whole union, then say what's in Hapua, right? If we get Hapua away, then say that the political party representation, then now your union who gets all political parties association, I beg your party, APA. All political parties association, APA, I think like the women's association. All political party association. That means say una for always there together as one. Because last, now one political party will get for entrust the country.
Country too.
He left to that party then now for say, okay, I'm going to be in school. I go get for be inclusive by calling this P party for let them be part of governance system.
Yeah.
And trust me, if we practice politics that way in Sierra Leone, like we don't go before.
Very fast.
But the political party then once they're okay. But trust me, all the other small party then by right people don't sign up for Madam Femi Claudius Cole, UP party. For instance, say no, we think we not forget the opportunity. Okay, yes, they may have gone in this way, they may have fallen this path, but we think, say, for with democracy, for guarantee with democracy, especially to women, we want for coming to politics. Una give that woman a chance. Whatever the case may be, una give them a chance. Una give them a chance. But you see, all other parties there set them out. Not like Feds for Aid.
Seriously.
We didn't have a country when I fetch for aid. Yes, we didn't have fetch for aid country, but for some time then they fetch for all money you aid. Fetch for all money you aid. Because sometimes then they in the process where they left for fetch for your aid, where your aid they left on that day. It a fearful pass where the other one then they not even put their aid before. We have to try as a country for come together. All right, fumble them. We'll try to get Mr. Christopher Jones of the ECSL. If you don't promise, go talk to you at the program earlier for updates, fumble them. Concerning the district parliamentary seat allocation for give family updates or for just inform family about what's going to happen right now with the ECSL because you see say certain process they're not complete. And if we give you updates around and they've been promised for talk to we, but unfortunately we're not able to get them now today in your segment. But we go try to get them now we next program them who we go do. And family, them want to check quick now we inbox and see if we get any text message there,
Well,
so we'll go read them out.
We not get a text message. We'll go straight to the election
Updates. Okay.
Yeah, election updates. Today we get 42 days to election. So fumble them, as I can always tell una let we go they ask the politicians them question we go make that politician not able to answer you that moment today.
Exactly.
We go make that politician a tremble for answer you. At least you don't play your part as a citizen of this country. Development na fine thing. What we country develop, now we all don't develop. We don't develop a whole nation.
Yeah.
So do ya with a big. Now that's me gets for tell fumble them. Yeah.
All right, fumble them like always. The youth them. I repeat. Now we then can always use, especially with the young man them. We then can you junction. We then can you area. We then can you ghetto. Because then go can they?
Yeah.
Once the time don't reach, they must reach there. So when they reach there this time around, the first question if you ask them, hey, bro, over 5 years, we not see una. Why not now? That therefore be the first question first if you ask them. Because what's happen? Not so the only time that they will for the see them.
Yes.
Then this time around, when they come to you for go do bad, do you not put you on day? Because last, if they send you Bamba Kayaka, then you're picking them go to Babylon, they study. That's how when you they call Babylon. Oversee, then go there, they study. Right? For can't take over you. We are not saying a bad thing for letting them picking and oversee the study. But at least you say for there, you they prepare yourself. So you go can match them to Marabambai. Let we not put on anything, we go bring mayhem na the country, or we go bring misunderstanding between you and your party.
Yeah.
If you party then at the other side and you then at the other side, una just maintain the peace. Because last we all are young people, them. The developments of this country, it ain't you hand, it ain't me hand. Now I saw the program Salone Talk go end for today, and we want for tell family them say we go get for start with election program we get for the come to you live on TDN Africa Media. We're going to give you all the latest what you need for know about the election process. We're going to analyze, we're going to bring in contributors. We get for the talk to family them concerning the process, and we're going to give credible, independent, and unbiased news. We get for do the whole election reporting. So not forget, say this is the Young Media House, the most independent, credible, and unbiased media house we go ever imagine for always log on to. Not forget for it on the subscription button. And I also the program Salone Talk go done for today and this week. We were on the bring the program Cantorina. Me your name na Amadou Esba. They say tata and they wish you a wonderful weekend.
And me your name na Aminata Kuruma. They say bye bye.
Bring the entertainment, we bring it the people's view. We don't just do the talk, we verifying before reporting. We don't just do the talking, we verifying before reporting. In independence and credibility, that's why we are here to bring you unbiased news. We believe in independence and credibility, because we are here to bring you unbiased news. TDN Africa Media. TDN Africa.